Where's my water?
Where is your water?
Oh, good. We'll just put that there.
So we're...
And I will say good evening and welcome to our little D&D game. To my, this side is this hand thing. Is Mr. Rob who plays Miss Quillian. To this side, on this hand, this side, is Mr. Sticky Fingers Jake playing Ren Buckley. And always very truthful, very honest, you know, doesn't like the bad things, always sticks up for his friends, very honorable, truthful, Nariel the True. You know. How's everybody doing? Everybody's kind of like, it's like a grinding halt, isn't it?
Well, we want to get into this.
I want to take my mace and I want to whack the face of the cult of the dragon.
Actually, last time, on our little D&D game,
Our house is gone.
Our house is gone?
There's no house.
Yeah, here is the house.
you are sitting in the chamber of Talus the White. You've been talking about... She's been talking about how she wants her... I want my mask back. She was very angry and upset about it. She was telling you, Quill, about the dragon masks. And she was offering you a chance to get into the Skyreach Castle. I think that's what it's called.
I like capitals. That is what it's called.
Okay, thanks. To get into Skyreach Castle and disrupt the delivery of the latest shipment of procured goods and treasure in the castle. In return, she basically said you could take what you want. But she wants her dragon mask back.
She'll get it back, I'm sure.
I'm positive she's going to get it back.
Positive she'll get it back.
She was, anyway, the long and the short of
We're
it.
good adventurers. We're positive.
She asks, again, if you wish to, do you wish to take on this task? How about you, little miss? Would you go into the jaws of a dragon
Yeah.
for
A
treasure
dragon?
and glory and
I
honor?
don't care about the glory or the honor. Anything to do with dragons, I am in.
Very good. How about you, Mr. Buckley?
I'm down.
Excellent.
I'm very down.
Excellent.
Why not?
We'll go kill some cultists.
Yeah.
And your young friend here.
Mace to the face.
And your young friend, Mr. Nash.
We...
Oh yeah, sure, I'll go. He says, well then it's settled. You'll need to get more rest tonight. You'll need to leave before sunrise. It's a 5-mile journey from here to Parnest, where the castle is moored. It's moored in a ravine on the other side of town. Don't worry, it's not even a town, it's a village. But you may run into some problems. Captain Olison and his guards are very wary about travelers who come through. I will give you a writ and a tabard that you may take with you. You will present it not to Olison, but to Resmir. You will also...
Who has your mask?
Resmir.
No.
Oh no, Ash.
No, my dear.
No,
Varum the White.
Varum has the mask.
Varum has it.
Varum has the
But
mask.
Resmir may know his whereabouts.
But isn't Resmir back in the castle in the swamp that we left?
Resmir is supposed to be in the castle we're going to.
Was he? I thought Resmir was.
Resmir passed through here the other day. As a matter of
Resmir was
fact,
at the
just
castle.
before you did. He thought we weren't watching, but...
I thought Resmir was a girl.
Yeah. She is.
Oh, she. Sorry. My bad. She thought we weren't watching. She didn't stop in and say hello. I blame the patriarchy. She didn't say hello. Neither did her friend, who had someone else in tow. I wasn't sure who it was. 5'9", 5'10", brutish-looking character.
Oh, that short fella.
Remind me of a certain phone.
Yeah, that's remind me of
Anyway.
someone.
You will be able to
5'10".
gain access.
6.
He was over 6 foot.
I thought you.
You will be able to gain access to the castle with this phrase. You will say, Tiamat, our mother and strength.
Okay.
And who do we say that to?
You will present that to the gods at Skyreach Castle. Captain Olison, if you see him,
What was it? Tiamat? or-
you will
I'm not-
say the same thing and present the tabard. If you get stopped anywhere, you will use this phrase as Ponest is overrun by our own. Be wary. Resmir's not stupid and she won't be fooled. If she recognizes you, you will be killed.
I don't think we've ever actually come in contact with her.
We haven't met Resmir.
Nope.
That's probably for the best. I can't stress enough that if you fail, what will happen to you? You understand, Miss Quillian?
Dead.
Yes, you can imagine that. You will
Oh,
probably
sweet
be
dog.
fed.
Same friends class.
You will probably be fed to my dragon.
To your dragon.
Yes. Well, a friend of mine. Not mine. No dragon can be mine.
Oh, I thought we were going to be fed to Resmir's dragon.
She doesn't have one.
Oof.
But there is a white one within the castle. And there is a hoard.
Let's go meet the dragon. Stab and kill the dragon. Stab and kill the dragon. Make friends with the dragon.
Let's try to make friends with it.
Steal the gold. Put it to sleep, take all its gold.
To sleep even more contracts.
I think so.
Anyway,
I mean, just the sleep spell, you need to have them quite low on health before you use it, because they got lots of health.
And it doesn't scale. Sleep doesn't scale as you up it in spell level. Really.
Get it? Sleep doesn't scale.
Pun not intended.
well, either let's get this show on the road. Get in. Get the mask. Kill Resmir.
Ah.
So I take the writ and the tabard from her?
She hasn't presented it with you to you yet.
What are you waiting for?
He's searching for his book.
Yes, by all means. Role play amongst yourselves.
to see a dragon.
Probably.
Wonder if it's gonna say roar. Did they say roar?
Do you think it'll breathe fire?
It's white. It won't breathe fire.
It'll breathe ice.
It'll be ice.
It'll be as cold as ice. But will it be willing to sacrifice our love?
Most likely.
That's...
Yes. Yes.
Shall we prepare off? Finish this lovely supper and
By all means.
bound off to bed.
Was this supper that we had, or was it
Supper.
breakfast? Why did I think it was breakfast? I thought we got up like in the morning
Yeah, you did.
and then had breakfast and met her.
You, no. See, you're basically 12 hours removed from when you left the other castle.
We got to this castle in the morning.
Yeah, so we slept through the day.
Yeah.
No, apparently we're gonna go sleep again.
We need the rest.
You puny mortals.
You can leave whenever you wish. It takes 6 hours to travel there.
Alone. With no friends.
And no writ.
No banner.
I will prepare writ.
Well, let's just go to sleep, get the written morning, head out early.
The servants will wake you early. You guys are pretty tired.
Good stuff.
So,
Good stuff.
But did we not just wake up for supper?
yeah, well, you've been awake for a while, I was imagine.
Hopefully this time we won't have any
We won't have any,
Cats
we
were
won't have any
too-
dick chopping.
cats who are too curious.
I think Pluto's gonna behave himself this time.
Better.
He looks across the table at Pluto, and Pluto gives him like this look like, what? What do you
Did
mean?
I do that?
I'm about to cut off his hands myself. Let's go.
He's like looks at you, says, like to see you try.
That sounds like a challenge.
That does.
See, now I do picture him as Urkel.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Let us rest.
Good. You're now in service of the cult of the dragon.
Yay.
Yay.
For better or for worse, you belong to me. If anybody asks, I sent you. Tell whomever asks that you are my lieutenants. This will be explained in the writ that I give you for Resmia. She, and only she, will open it and read it. Do you understand?
Yep.
Quillian? Nariel. She looks at Pluto. He nods. Very good.
Speaking of lieutenants, that reminds me of an old joke.
What would that be?
Well, a general comes and he says, and he comes to a military installation. He asks, well, can I speak with your lieutenant? The guy says, there's no lieutenant. So the guy goes, no, there has to be a lieutenant. Let me speak with your lieutenant. There's no lieutenant. Well, where's your lieutenant? Well, let me ask you this. How do you spell friend? Well, F-R-I-N-D. Alright, and is there an F in friend? Yeah. Well, how do you spell lieutenant? Is there an F in lieutenant? There is no F in lieutenant. That's what I'm trying to tell you!
One of the veteran guards, her guards, he kind of, and the gal sitting beside him just gives him one of those. He shuts up. And the guy, there's a guy there. He's wearing this really weird. He has this really weird mask. He's not wearing it. It's kind of just on the table beside him. He just doesn't. He just like
Stone face.
Bull. He's Bull from Night Court. Stone-faced. That look. Right? Anyway, let's move ahead. The night passes. Pluto Nash manages to stay in his own room.
Because we locked it from the outside.
Might have had something to do with the sleep spell that I put on him. You don't know.
Excellent.
Interesting, because I also found some
What's
grouse
the-
sleeping poison, and I
Roll-
hit him with one of those.
Did you hit him
I
with
hit
sleep
him.
spell?
Absolutely, why not?
Okay, roll the sleeping
For blunt.
It's what are you casting at? Is it? He's got like 25 hit points.
Well, we just hit him.
I mean, I don't really prepare it anymore because it's such a
D8.
crap spell.
It's a D8.
We can have the guards
No,
just
it's
be
more
like,
than just a D8.
hey.
Yeah, but it's a
clog
D8
with
times-
bludgeon.
It's 3D
Right.
plus 1 after.
I got a 4th level one, so I will cast it as a 4th level spell.
So it should be like
Because then
5d8.
I'm sleeping that night, so additional 2d8 for each slot above level 1.
Okay, so like
So I get 5d8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13d8.
he's asleep. Is there anything you want to tell anybody?
Do I know what happened? No, I guess, did you tell us what happened? I'm like, he won't be leaving his room tonight.
Good.
But you guys might have to carry him up to his room.
Oh no,
That's on your floor.
you can't.
Well, I have to be like in his room, like within 20 feet
Yeah.
to cast it on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
you follow him. We'll say you follow him back to his room and say goodnight and cast it on him, and then they throw him in a bunk.
Well, allow us to rest and prepare for tomorrow's adventure.
If only I could blow a 4th level spell on him like this all the time.
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
Heck, lightning bolt or whatever. That'll put him right to sleep.
So, the morning comes. It's not even bright out. It's not even light out. A few hours later, basically, you're awakened by a kobold. Wakes you up. One wakes you up, and one wakes you up. One wakes. And it's time. It's time to get up.
Sounds dangerously close to.
And there is Talus waiting. She's not wearing her armor right now. She is wearing a white flowing kind of it's not even a nightgown. It's a robe. It's like a dress, but it's thick, and it has a white collar on it, probably ermine or something.
Do you have one in my size?
I'm sorry, dear. Perhaps another time. Come back to me. We'll see what we can do.
This reminds me of a story.
She walks
about
up
a lion, a witch, and a
as
wardrobe.
as she walks up to you guys, and she's like, "These are who would like to carry these?" She presents you with a multicolored tabard. It's got red, white, blue, green.
Is this in a particular order?
Doesn't matter.
Do
It's-
allow me.
It's red, white, blue, green, and black.
Do we have to wear it?
No, it's just a tabard. It'll go on the
I
end
got
of
a
a spear. It'll go on the end of a spear, or on the end of a staff. She presents it to you. There's a staff in the hall. She says, "On your way out, you may take one of the spears from the corner."
Do allow me to take it.
Oh, that's not a tabard then.
Well, it's
That would be a banner.
It's like a
flag.
banner,
It's a banner.
but
Because a tabard you wear.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like a tabard. It's like that. Whatever.
Well, then you wouldn't
Anyway,
play.
she presents it to you. She presents it to Red, actually. She says, "Be sure to present this." And she gives you the banner, and she gives you the writ,
Okay.
She says, don't fail me. The price of failure is high. I hope you understand.
Don't die by the dragon, we'll die by you. Okay?
Someone's dying. Got it.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Oh,
You
don't
are
worry.
mine.
Don't forget, Quillian, that Resmir has a mask too.
I'm aware.
I don't even have a bow anymore.
Remember?
You don't have. Did you have one?
Remember you asked me. Remember you asked me a question. You asked me what they do.
The masks.
Yes.
Yes.
They do help me control dragons.
And you want the black one back.
I want my white one.
The white one.
Yeah, just tell us the white, not tell us the black.
It's Resmir the Black, Talus.
I'll get it straight.
She hears this. She hears you say this. She said, "I wouldn't even mind the red mask."
Wait, so red mask combat. How many masks?
She says that right to you, Dario, when you say that. There's 5 different masks, gentlemen.
Are they all up in this
And
castle?
lady. No, they're spread out all over.
And would you look at that?
And there's
five of
one.
us here.
And there's one still missing. At least
And
one.
there's 5 of us here.
Or 2. We're not sure.
Pluto, Talus, myself, you.
Ah.
Yeah.
You trust him with the mask?
No.
Pluto goes.
Some person can have 2 masks.
Either way.
Can our cleric get a bow and arrows from your stock?
Oh, you need something from the armory.
Yeah, a short bow would do nicely.
She claps, and a kobold comes running up. Go to the armory. See that Mr. Galanoodle
Noodle.
has a short bow and bulk quiver.
Okay.
Get him the special quiver.
The special quiver.
Of never-ending arrows?
And get him the bow. You know which one I mean. Now go!
Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
And off he goes. He comes back 5 minutes later, and he says,
The bow, my lady. The bow, the quiver.
she takes them from him and she presents them to you.
Thank you.
These are very special. The bow has special ability. And so do the arrows.
Okay.
Receive 1 + 1 bow and +1 arrows.
That's +2.
I'd like to.
I'm saying it sarcastically.
Yeah.
Or more for Pluto's sake.
Pluto's like, so, you will be led to the village by the 2 gentlemen you met when you first got here yesterday.
Well, those 2 gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay,
The trolls will take you. If you deviate or try to kill them, they will rip your arms off and beat you with them. Do you understand?
Sounds fair.
Very fair.
Said we're gonna go. Why do you have to keep threatening us?
Just
She stops and she just looks at you.
Oh, completely oblivious to the look.
She looks right down at you and she says, "You are quite a petulant one, aren't you? I'm not one you want to piss off, my dear.
Just saying.
Let's go, Quillian. Let's go.
Been ready since last night.
Let's go.
And off you go. A half a day's travel later, the sun is rising again for the second time.
This is the way we got to go.
Okay.
No, this is the way. It's this way. No, it's this way. Come on.
Through this is the basic conversation for your whole travel. These two are like, no, it's this way. No, it's this way. No, it's this way. And they do manage to get you to the outskirts of Parnas.
You heard what the lady said.
Raise our banner.
Don't mess up. Yeah. Dumb humans.
Was it approach and raise the banner? Or?
Humans.
You guys are now.
Humans? Who's a human?
Humans.
You idiot.
Human.
They're trolls, guys. They're trolls.
Oh, trolls.
I'm a human.
The village,
I'm a human.
as you guys, and you're approaching from the north, coming down off the mountain. And you guys have been traveling on the side of the mountain basically all day, kind of circumnavigating it, if you will, going around from north to south, down through the trees. The village, as you peer down at it, has a few dozen houses and a small square with buildings that include what you might think is a stable. There might be there's a couple other buildings there, not sure what they are. There might be a shrine.
It's good to see that this is a stable village.
You can only tell that it might be stable because there's horses around it and whatnot. People seem to be doing stably things around it. In contrast to this rustic burg stands a mighty ice castle on the far end of town, half hidden in a fog-shrouded ravine. The walls stand immensely high. There's huge, narrow towers that loom upwards. One is of pure blue ice. One seems to be crumbling, and all of it is built to the scale of giants. Its enormity overwhelms you. There's wisps of fog and cloud that hide much of the castle's detail. But you see from where you're at, two statues standing just before the enormous gates. And you are standing on the outskirts of Parnas. What do you wish to do?
Enter Parnas.
Okay. As you enter into the village,
Don't we have to raise our banner when approaching?
I thought when we met somebody it was.
When we were approaching the castle.
Oh, we were approaching the castle. Okay.
yes.
Never mind.
The day has begun here in this village. You
What's
can
that?
hear the clanking of hammer on steel. It sounds like somebody's doing some sort of smithing, perhaps building horseshoes, which is kind of mundane for most of this area. It's kind of the day-to-day thing. People don't actually build weapons everywhere you go. There's a smith, an armorer. A lot of smiths do just the mundane things, fixing tacks and harnesses, fixing the little steel rings on that stuff, doing a lot of things like horseshoes and nails, things for building,
I
mundane
think
things.
you nailed that description.
I know. I understand that. Laborers, porters, craftsfolk, and all types of people live in this village. As you are walking through town, you can see people walking around. Ahead of you, you see as you walk into town, where do you see? Let me see what you see. You do see a stable. It was like right to you. It's to your right or to your left. Sorry. You see two big doors that are leading into the stable, they're sealed, and the place looks shuttered, but there's still people and horses around here. In the middle of town, you see a well.
Does that well have information?
It's a well of information, yes. It stands at the center of the village square. There's 4 buildings surrounding it.
Well,
And there appears to be an empty shrine of some kind. You see a wheelwright shop, and it's to your right. And across from the well, you do see a tavern. You see what looks to be an inn or a tavern of something, some sort of establishment. It's got a sign on the front that looks maybe perhaps like a tankard of some kind, or I don't know. There's a shrine to your right. There's a wooden building. Seems to be a shrine for something. You're not sure. As you walk through.
Should we go to the tavern and ask where we could find these guards, or?
You would know from what she told you that you shouldn't really talk to anybody. That's what she said. You should just go to the castle. If you're questioned, if anybody questions you, then you should present your banner. But when you get to the castle, you should present your banner and use the passphrase.
Let's just make our way to the castle and get there, do our thing, and get out. It's the safest bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the castle. Castellet.
Excellent.
Remember, do not dally or she kill us.
So,
I kind of get the feeling she's going to kill us anyway. There seem to be lots of conditions there.
yeah.
Well, if
So-
it comes to it, we'll just kill her.
Yeah.
Spoken like the cleric we want you to be.
A true
I-
lawful good
I-
cleric.
I've never been lawful good.
Are you not lawful good, or are you...
I'm neutral.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm slipping to chaotic.
But it's not like you're like, you know, a lawful good paladin or something like that.
Just the goddess of nature. And I'm maintaining the balance of nature. I would do...
Explain to me how you are sustaining nature.
by stopping Tiamat from being raised, for one. I think that's a pretty good imbalance to stop.
Then what if we just brought back Bahamut?
I don't think that would... No, that would just create just greater imbalance.
No, because one's good, one's evil.
And you know what? Bam, it's not really stuck. He hasn't been locked away.
It's treason then.
I am the Senate.
I am the Senate.
Prequel memes.
I'm just imagining this is your conversation as you're walking through town.
Not really.
Well, we're keeping it quiet between us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we see the castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Kind of.
How far away is it?
let's just get there.
It's through town. It's through the village.
Go through town.
Let's go.
Go through town.
As you approach the main gate, there's a lowered drawbridge. It seems to be spanning a fog-shrouded moat.
The banner.
Beyond the drawbridge is an open portcullis, and beyond the portcullis is a covered gateway leading into an open courtyard. There are 2 large figures looming in the gateway, but you can't quite make them out.
Even with dark vision?
No, it's kind of a misty morning
Yeah, it's
here in
it's
the mountains. It's not a
misty
bad
evening.
morning.
If only somebody
Still
had
a little bit chilly.
Cantrip.
Still a little chilly though.
Well, You just can't.
And as you
light up a
approach the
fog.
castle, you seem to think that the air is a little bit, even the closer you approach, the air is a little more chill.
I'm still waving the banner.
You got it right out, open.
No.
No,
Well,
we don't. No, he has the
say-
banner.
I have the banner.
But we were said.
Only if we're challenged.
Only.
I thought as we were approaching the castle, we were supposed to present it.
No, we're only supposed to present it to
We're supposed to present it when we get
to
questions about
Resmir.
it.
We're only supposed to present
We're
to
supposed to
Resmir.
present the writ to Resmir. We're supposed to present the banner to.
Captain Olson
Yeah.
and the guards.
Anybody who challenges you and at the castle.
Yes.
Oh, this castle seems to be challenging.
Well, let's
Being all
let's
big and
hop on
skinny.
inside. Get our bodies all warmed up from this chill.
Not chilly.
It's an open. It leads into an open courtyard.
Dang it.
What?
All right.
You see,
open courtyard.
you do see a few wagons approaching the castle. Actually, they've gone through already. You've seen like a few wagons have gone into the courtyard in the early morning hours, and there seems to be quite a bit of stuff moving around inside the courtyard. Things are happening. They seem to be happening quickly. As you approach and walk up to the drawbridge,
We are greeted by two French soldiers with their hands over the ledge.
Shoulders?
Soldiers.
there's the heavy oak and iron portcullis is drawn up. It's just behind the drawbridge. There are two life-size statues as you approach them, 18-foot tall cloud giants, one male, one female, standing behind the portcullis, facing each other within the covered gateway.
Neat.
Elven artsmanship is better.
You were also told by Talus that as you approach, to raise your banner,
Which we did.
yeah, and to speak what you were.
Yeah.
Tiamat, mother and strength.
Team out for mother and strength.
Would they?
Tiamat, our mother in strength.
What they said.
Just say it.
Tiamat, our mother, and strength.
As you walk up to the drawbridge and you guys all say these words, you walk right into the main courtyard.
Huzzah.
Now what?
No problemo.
Now I get to play court in this yard.
The walls of there are walls of solid ice enclosing this courtyard. Another courtyard partially overhangs this one above you. It is held aloft by sweeping arches of ice that soar to a height of over 100 feet. Doors of sculpted ice fitted with iron hinges lead to various outbuildings, and the main keep on the far side of the courtyard. And the main keep on the far side of the courtyard from the gate towers. Roll a perception check for me.
Gonna perceive all the things. Maybe not. 17.
Not 17.
It's a wisdom perception check, right? Okay.
18 plus 7, does that do it?
What do you got?
13.
18 plus 7.
Hidden in the shadows of the overhanging courtyard across from the main gate is an opening. In one wall that leads to a spiral staircase made of sculpted ice. You also notice, as you approach and go through the portcullis, that you notice ogres in the towers.
Oh, crazy.
Not just one or two, 3 or 4 in each tower.
Like a dozen in each tower.
No, 3 or 4 in each tower. Perhaps 4. You
Okay.
see 3 for sure in each one.
Okay. Our job is to find Resmir.
There are, you see men and women moving around, moving boxes and crates. It appears that they are moving them towards somewhere beyond inside the arches somewhere.
Okay.
Did you want to stop and ask somebody what's going on? What do you want to do?
Before we do anything, I gotta roll my portents for the day.
Very good.
That's important.
Oh.
Nice.
What?
1 and a 3.
There you go.
The one time a crit fail is useful.
Yeah.
You can crit fail him at any point.
You notice that there's probably
The dragon attacks you. Crit fail.
to your right. You see the right of the gate. You see a what you might think is another set of stables of some kind.
Stabways.
Yeah.
So we're here, just to recap, like out of game, we're here to see Resmir and get the mask back from him.
Yes.
Her.
Her
But
and one other person.
she's not going to just hand it over.
If only we had some way of dealing with it.
Okay, anyway, back to the game.
You
He's
hear
probably like high up in one of these towers, right?
In her own quarters.
Her.
Or we could search the bottom floor first and then go up.
You guys are talking about this.
This is out of game.
Yeah.
This is all in the gate.
No,
Out of game.
We've established that this is out of game.
We have said.
Whatever. You're standing at the gate. You see there's all kinds of people wandering around doing stuff. You see stuff being carted away. Boxes being moved.
Does anything like look out of the ordinary?
And you see some large ogres moving boxes too.
Okay, well,
Go, Grace.
what were you about to say? Can't come up to us?
Nobody's come up to you. You're standing at the gate.
We should
Should I
enter.
continue in?
Let's just keep going.
You walk into the middle of the courtyard and you hear halt.
Halt.
Who are you?
Who are you to tell us to halt?
Hey, Quillian, calm. Pardon my manners.
Two ogres immediately stop
Whoops.
and they look towards your direction. They hear you. They set down their boxes.
We are agents of Talus.
Looking
What
at them.
brings you here to Skyreach?
We're on official business from Talus.
Here's our writ.
We're here to see Resmir.
Pardon me? You're here to see whom?
Resmir?
Gods! And now there's like a half dozen guards come up. They kind of come from different areas where they seem to have been doing other things. And they kind of form up and they keep an eye on these. They're new here. May I ask who you are?
We're lieutenants for Talus.
The White.
Indeed. There's her name.
Is there another?
Interesting.
Would you like
Very well.
burden of proof?
Stevens! Sir! Come here. Yes, sir? Get the mistress.
Who are you?
Talus has.
Who's this guy?
Talus has sent us.
Solison?
Probably.
Very good, sir. And off he goes. We'll wait.
You said
Who are you?
You don't need to know who I am.
Is that right, Captain?
Yes, that is.
Do you have the
He has the banner up.
I
So-
have the banner.
Oh, you're already
I have the
waving it?
writ ready. Like,
No, but the writ's supposed to go to Resmir.
well, she gave us 2 writs. She gave us 1 writ for.
And a tabard to present to
Was it
Olsen.
just a tabard to present
Yeah.
to Olsen? Okay.
Are we not
Not-
wearing the tabards?
Not tabards. We've already.
The banner.
Banner.
It's the banner. But
But the writ
you
is
have to
supposed go-
understand. You have to understand. You're strangers here, and all you've done is come walking in with one of our banners.
Understandable.
We have to be.
Cautious.
We have to be cautious. Yes. We do.
Yeah.
With
So-
all of these ogres and guards around, there's like 3.5 of us here.
Calm down. You're overstepping. Do your breathing exercises the doctor taught you.
Listen to your friend. He's wise.
Our friend here has small dog syndrome.
She does this to you guys.
Breathe, Quillian.
We'll say 15 minutes later. You're standing waiting. A giant of a creature approaches. Beside this creature, it's a large black half dragon humanoid form walking upright. No wings.
Kind of like a dragonborn?
Half dragon.
Half dragon. Makes Dragonborn look small.
So has a tail.
This
Dragonborn,
creature absolutely makes a Dragonborn look small.
Yep.
So what would he be then if he's not a dragon or like a half dragon?
She is half dragon.
Bigger than
And
a
half what?
just half dragon.
Humanoid.
Humanoid of some kind.
Some weird stuff went on that nobody's proud of.
Besides,
Let's just say an elf and a dragon kind of.
if you go ahead and look that stuff up, you'll find it on the internet of how half dragon, and you can add it to your dragon lore.
It was honestly probably just some
You'll know. It was actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was somebody messing around made half dragons. I can't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. As she approaches, she looks fairly imposing. Beside her is two gentlemen dressed in robes. One is taller, one is shorter.
Color of the robes?
They're red. You can roll me a perception check now, real quick. This is a really easy perception check.
17.
14.
Who was in the slave pits of the Undercity?
Everyone but Quill.
Everyone would
20. 13 plus 7.
Pluto wasn't there,
I was there.
but you two recognize
The wizard.
Is he wonderful?
the one that took your friend.
He took Boar.
Calm down.
I kill him, I take Boar.
Calm down.
I find out where Boar is.
Calm down. Calm down. We're whispering.
Yeah, but I had to roll a perception check anyway.
There's no way that he's hearing us.
Boar. I'm bored of this.
Hello.
Who hath dared call me?
That's what she sounds like?
I am Rithmir the Black.
Your Grace! And they treat her like a queen. Your Grace, these 3, 4, 3.5, 3.5? These 3.5 have brought you a writ. They say they're from Talus.
Talus. What has she sent me? Who are you?
Your Grace, we are emissaries and lieutenants of Talos,
Why have you come?
to present you a writ from Talos.
Present it then.
The captain takes it and hands it to her. She takes a death claw from one hand and does one of those against the cord that holds the tube.
Yeah.
Pops the lid off, shakes out the scroll, and she uses a hand and a claw to unroll it like this. And she's like, you can hear her low rumble. She's chuckling a little bit. Excellent.
Excellent, she says. She's proven herself quite useful. It's about time.
She slides it back in and she slides it into a kind of a belt holder for scrolls and tubes and whatnot. And she looks at you.
You belong to me now. Captain, they are lieutenants. But give them a menial task. Put them to work. We will take off before sundown.
Asbra Joss, you know his name.
Yeah.
He looks at both of you with recognition. He whispers something to his companion, and his companion nods, and they all walk away. All right then, barracks are this way. Get your things stowed. We have work to do. We have things to store, boxes to move. We must be ready to go before sundown. There's more wagons coming.
Okay.
All right. You guys are put on a detail. We're gonna skip ahead, but this is what happens throughout the day. You are given bunks in the barracks, put to work, carrying boxes, moving boxes to what you can only think of as some sort of icy core vault or interior. The walls of ice blue are partly transparent. They reveal various things embedded in the walls around them, including coins, helmets, livestock, handful of kobolds, an ogre or two. Frost coats all the tunnels and the floors, moving these boxes and whatnot. As you reach what you think is like the main area, all the tunnels seem to lead into this central core. This glittering cavern of ice with jagged walls and icicles the size of stalactites. This grand vault is split into 2 levels. There's what seems to be an egg-shaped upper level with a sheer ledge overlooking the sunken level 30 foot below. That's where you guys are. There's a massive pile of treasure beneath an icy glaze, and you guys are adding more treasure to this. As you as you walk into this chamber, I need you all to roll me a quick check here. You can roll me a perception check, which is really easy one.
24.
Yeah, you only need a 5.
Good,
Well,
that's
I
what I
rolled
got.
a 24.
I got a 10.
I guess
I'm not really doing any manual lifting because
Yeah, you are.
I don't.
you're carrying small lock boxes.
It'd be like, well, my unseen servant is carrying the lockbox for me.
Okay.
I'm directing.
Can you just shut that off?
Captain Nemo says hello, by the way.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Captain.
Emo.
And he asks if I've seen Pathfinder Kingmaker game in the Steam store, which I have not, but I'm looking at it right now, and that looks cool.
All right. Here's what I need you guys to roll.
Which I'm playing Neverwinter Nights, by the way. Not Neverwinter Nights from.
I heard. How's that going?
It's pretty fun, actually.
All right. Okay, I need you guys to roll a saving throw, please, real quick.
What kind of saving throw?
As you walk into this icy chamber down below, clung to the ceiling above you, you guys all notice
Oh, I know my
a enormous
Wisdom?
white dragon.
Wisdom?
Let's say
Yes,
so.
wisdom.
16.
18.
20.
No, 19.
And I better roll one for old Pluto here.
Is this magic?
No.
It's probably just like a scare thing.
Here.
Like fear.
I'll roll one for Pluto.
Pluto's never ever seen this.
This is the
type of-
dragon up there?
Yeah, he's clung to the ceiling, and
Let's see what else.
he
It's a baby.
he seems to have his eyes closed, but his presence is very unnerving to all of you.
Yet.
Yet you guys can handle it. He doesn't seem to be moving. He doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Pluto's not jittered.
No, he seems to be okay, although he does look a little bit tense.
This is Quill's first live dragon that she has seen.
Oh, hi.
So
Yeah, and
in
you
the-
were with,
I
you
would
were with
almost,
other
yeah.
people moving stuff in and out of this.
I would almost say that she wouldn't even have, even though I rolled a 19, she wouldn't be scared in the least. Playing up to her naivety, she's pulling out her broom and she's
It's still a wisdom saving throw.
okay. Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
got
roll
a
a dex
19.
check to pull her off her broom.
I need to go see this dragon.
I'm gonna roll a dex check to pull her off her broom.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna roll a dex
Do I
check
get to
to
fight
stop
this?
him.
Dex check?
You want to help him?
Help me.
No, I was gonna help Quill.
I need to see this dragon up close. He rolled a 6.
You need to roll.
What am I rolling? Dex?
It'll be
So 6 plus 5.
11 versus yours.
It's a dex.
I fell. It hit the bag.
Okay. So,
What are you doing? I need to see the dragon. It's not going to hurt anybody.
Quillian, you're here on very specific orders. We will have time to meet the dragon later. You are here to do a job.
Should I just wipe the dragon for you?
Stop.
Pluto's
Can
like,
you?
I don't think the dragon's asleep. I think he's watching us even with his eyes closed.
And I'm just like looking up.
I don't think you want to disturb him.
Quillian, calm down.
The other guards and other people who are moving stuff, all the other, you know they're cult members, all the other cultists, they kind of see you guys stop doing this, and they see you break your broom out to go, and they see you, they're like, you're acting like a child. They're like, a few of them walk over and he's like, you best take your conversation out of here. Why? Because Glaziel will eat you.
That's its name? His, her?
it.
Glaziel
Yes.
is a
That's
white
how I say
dragon.
it. It's Glazhhael.
I'm about to sit you in a corner with a book.
Do you have one?
She's like,
I mean, I have a pocket manual and disguise kits.
you should know better. Talus should have told you about these things.
She did.
It's still a dragon.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you're interested in.
You must reveal. Your reverence for the dragon and your exuberance is well placed, little one.
Who's telling me this?
One of the cultists.
Oh, okay.
Your exuberance is well placed, but I would suggest leaving Glaziel alone.
Now is not the time.
Definitely not the time.
Later!
Okay,
What a child.
let's go. You guys spend the day doing this.
My goodness.
Moving this stuff in and out.
Spend the day trying to talk Quill down.
We'll say this happens near the end of the day.
You're like the hyperactive father who just wants to see their kids do everything they want, and I'm the protective mother who literally just wants to get through the day.
Can I literally just sit here and watch the dragon at least? I won't go up and bug it.
No.
You're
have work to do.
you're in and out all day. You get to look at her. This is I'll say
You're
that's your
literally-
first time, but as you walk in and out, you have this like every time. Finally, near the end of the day, we should get back to our barracks and
Yeah, the bar rags.
get
Yo,
ready.
Thomas.
The castle will soon take off. Have you ever been?
I want to see that.
You're going to be a part of it. And this other woman says, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not that big a deal. We are going to the Well of Dragons.
Well.
That's where we're delivering all of this stuff. And she just seems like, oh, I'm just going to tell you everything. That's where our queen will be raised. Tiamat,
Our mother and strength.
our mother and strength.
What does she do?
She holds up her hand like this. You give her a high five.
Yeah.
She looks at you. Well, isn't that interesting? Tiamat, our mother and strength. Tiamat, our mother and strength. Oh, that's most excellent. Wonderful, wonderful. She's like a woman of like, she's like not, she's probably in her 30s. She's like, oh, that's terrific. I love it. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if Resmia would do that with us.
Definitely not.
Serving Resmia has been a great, great honor.
You should try.
We will.
You will.
Excellent. Guys, the treasure hoard in this dragon's lair is enormous. Absolutely enormous.
I'm not trying to hide it.
That's what she said.
From what you guys seen,
Let's just get our job done.
We should steal another diamond.
as you say that,
Whoops.
oh, you know what? I just hold on.
You ever had aloe drink?
You've killed it. Oh, okay.
What? Why? What do you do?
As you say that,
Like,
you guys are like out of the chamber now. You guys kind of heading back to the barracks, and you said that to him. And walking beside you, you hear Pluto chuckle. And he nudges you, and he gives you an elbow. He goes, "What do you do?"
What?
He looks. He's standing. He's on this side of you. He's on the other side of you.
What are you doing?
And in his palm, there's this diamond in his palm. It's not huge. It looks to be worth a.
Brendan.
It looks to be worth about. It looks to be. You see this. I'm not even gonna lie. You look over and you're like, oh, that's easily worth 300 to 500 GP.
Thank you.
It's like, no way, this is mine, man.
I'd like to point out that that can bring you back from the dead in my hands.
Yeah, no.
I don't think you guys should have taken any of the
Wait, we shouldn't have.
treasure.
That was kind of...
We're not with those two.
But I mean, if the transgression's already happened.
Nobody's seen him. It was perfect.
Let's get back to the barracks.
He says that. Not even the dragon noticed.
I don't trust that.
I don't trust the one bit. Which is why we're gonna go back to the barracks.
As you guys
Filthy thieves.
get back to the barracks and kind of get a little bit cleaned up, there will be food served.
Quite a while.
There will be food served. You guys can see the actual changing of the guard. You see ogres changing guard. The female cultist. She when you guys are in the barracks, she kind of comes over to you and she says, "Don't be caught outside at night."
Don't be caught. Got it.
She says there are things that lurk in the darkness that you do not want to be caught by. Do you understand?
Like maybe a dragon?
Or
The dragon doesn't
Ogre?
come up. Well, the dragon can get to the lower and upper courtyard, yes, but you don't want anything to do with what else lurks in the night around this place. When we close the door here at night and go to sleep, we lock the doors.
Like to the barracks, you mean?
Yes. Please, for your own safety, if you want to see the mother rise, don't get caught outside at night.
which is what we want to do, Quill.
I feel like Quill would have fun outside at night.
I feel like she would too.
Quill?
I get a feeling this might be a problem.
As big a problem as somebody stealing from the...
Dragon?
Yeah?
So this barracks will easily hold you. It'll hold at least 30 dragon wings. And you fought these guys. You know how strong they are. You know how good they are. And this particular...
Wait, so we're dragon wings?
Yep.
Is it the name of like the...
That's the name of the
The club?
lieutenants. The lieutenants.
You guys are considered dragon wings.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Does that mean we get...
There's a knock on the door, bang, 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 and it opens. And one of the guards steps in. With him you can see outside that there are probably ogres with him.
Oh, to protect them.
Yeah. There's still sun out right now. It's not like it's the end of the day. It's getting on. It's in the north. The sun is still up, but the castle is getting ready to
Lights out.
leave. At some point in time during the day, you guys did notice a rather huge humanoid wandering about the castle grounds. At least once.
Was he a redhead?
No, a large giant. Honestly, he kind of looked like this. I'll stick my pencil back here. He looks like this, but not so like that.
Not so...
Yeah.
Not so...
He actually looked pretty kicked back and relaxed.
More stone.
Wait,
He
did I recognize
he was
him?
wearing he's wearing a pair of Birks.
Did I recognize him from my action figure?
No.
I still have that. I want to get it signed.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you meet King Hecaton, you can get it signed.
I want to get it signed.
We can do that for you. We can absolutely do that for you.
King Hecaton, can you sign my action?
That'll be worth 20 gold.
It's still in mint packaging.
It really is. It is in mint condition. It's actually back home.
It's back home, but yes, it is in mint condition.
We meet King Hecaton. Wait here. I'll be back in 310 day.
310.
I'll just have Quill teleport me there or something.
So-
Quill can teleport quite yet.
We cannot teleport yet.
Eventually.
Isn't that level 7?
I believe so.
Um,
I do have.
so this guy, he
dimension
knocks on the door. He's like, your presence
To us?
to all of you.
All of the guards? Or just the 4 of us?
No, the 4 of you. You 4. Newbies.
Hi.
Come with me.
Newbies we are. Okay. We follow.
You do follow, and you are taken to. You are actually taken to.
An Amish paradise.
Nope.
Are we seeing the dragon again?
Maybe.
No, you're not.
I'm visibly disappointed.
You guys are taken to a tower, and I'm just making sure I know where I'm going here
this some kind
before
of
I screw this
ritual?
up.
The feeling we're about to be hazed, yeah.
Through the courtyard, through a set of large doors, you're taken to the back of the lower courtyard area to a door. The guard knocks, and there's 2 ogres with you as well. The door, he knocks on the door, and you hear, come. The door to this chamber is unlocked. As he opens the door, you see hundreds of horse skulls nailed to the ceiling.
Horse?
Nailed to the ceiling, and it's covered entirely. There's thick carpets covering the icy floor. Oh, did I mention this place is really icy? And there are desks and thick carpets cover the icy floor, and desks and chairs and lecterns are everywhere. Some covered with books and scrolls, others with potions, vials, bits of meat and fur and other things. You see 4 hulking gargoyles in this room, frozen solid like popsicles. Standing around a table, there's the two men that were with Resmir earlier seem to be discussing something as they look at it on the table.
Can we hear what they're discussing?
They're talking low. The guard says, "My lords, the ones you've requested are here." Very good. You can leave. Come in.
Hello.
Yes. Come in. Very good that you've come.
Sorry, we don't mean to bore you with our presence.
From what my associate tells me, your presence. And this is the taller of the 2. He seems very imposing. Your presence is not an imposition at all.
You wish to see us. For what reason?
He says, and the little one says, "Hello, it's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Pleasure, sir.
a 10-day for sure, or more, since we last met.
Where do you guys know each other from?
There was some deals made.
You're new, though.
We got out of there. We were able to strike a few deals.
I see.
Got some sweet positions out of it.
Interesting. Very. So why have you come? You're not cultists. That's a given.
We were given a deal by Talus. Swear devotion, find our friend.
And we don't mean to bore you with the details.
He's not lost on that pun. He's like, your friend has served me well this last
We have heard.
while.
We have heard quite deals. We've also heard what you've done with him.
He's become quite an asset to me.
Yes. Cage fighting, was it?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Or just regular bodyguard work?
He does that too. He's very good at it. He's grown in much experience. He'll get stronger and wiser under my tutelage.
But is he under thrall?
You don't need to worry about him. But we do need to worry about you and the reason why you're here. And the big guy goes, that is why you have been summoned. I do not believe that you are agents of Talus.
Well, do you?
And I would like to know why you have come.
We are here on behalf of Talus to deliver a message to Resmir and we were also given the bonus of also seeing our friend.
I mean, we can go back to Talos if you want. She'll verify.
What Talus says is of no concern to me. Your actual reason for being here is, are you simply chasing your friend?
Well, yes.
Can you make their friend available? I don't know if I want to. Really? Yes. Really? These guys both have shaved heads, but the markings on their heads are just a little bit different. They're close. One seems to be a little more astute than the other. Maybe a little more wise, maybe a little more powerful.
How about
wisdom score?
How about a proposition? Game of dice. You show us boar if we win. You don't if we lose.
You just want to see your friend.
We just want to see him. We want to make sure he's okay.
Fair enough. Come here. And from the back of the room, from around what looks to be like maybe a chalkboard or something, like there's things pasted to it, stuck to it with little pins and things. Some writing on a chalkboard, that kind of thing. From around this back of the room, Boar comes walking out. There. You've seen your friend. Now why are you really here?
To see Boar.
You've seen him.
I've seen him.
And now we want to leave.
There's no other reason why you're here.
Should there be?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm here to see the dragons.
Naive child.
Indeed.
Enthusiastic.
Indeed.
We'll trade you Pluto for Bora.
Asper looks at you and goes, "You were a much stronger looking group before. Was there not a dragonborn with you? And an elf? Another elf? A female?"
Do you want story time
No.
now or later?
No, the Dragonborn and the elf were gone by the time we met them.
Oh, yes. They were. Weren't they? Oh, sorry. My bad. I can't see. I don't remember. Who else was with you?
Brenton's other character
Oh,
died.
a tabaxi. There was a tabaxi with you, wasn't there? Whatever happened to that?
That became either
Roadkill.
Kick the cat.
roadkill, a pet, or a meal. Or a mixture of all three.
Oh, if you left her down in the slate pits.
No.
Well, we did.
We
Did you leave it down in the slate pits?
I thought we talked it out.
It would probably.
I thought we brought Boar's pet back. Oh yeah, that was Boar's pet, by the way.
For real?
Yeah.
A tabaxi?
Yeah. We
Interesting.
found it on an island.
Where?
The island of Tabaxi.
Was it?
There's no such place.
Yeah, Maztica. That's what it was. Yeah.
See, the island of Tabaxi.
Yeah. We had to get a check
I've
for
heard of
fees.
this place. I've never been.
Oh, it's overrun by zombies now.
Whoops.
Undead.
Yeah.
And you see them both go,
Yeah.
undead?
Yeah.
Whoops.
They both say it at the same time. And they look at you and they go,
Yeah.
interesting.
We were there on business for an employer, and then I believe we just escaped on a boat.
Just as the city was overrun.
Yeah, just as the city was overrun now.
Well.
We had to get a check for fleas.
I get the feeling you might enjoy taking a look over there. Seems something to be right up your alley.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. And the tall one is speaking. I'm here to help watch over that which needs to be delivered to the Well of Dragons.
The gold?
Well.
All of it needs to be delivered.
Yeah, not just the gold, the copper too.
If you're here as cultists and you've joined them, then you will be welcome to join us to raise their mother.
Well, you know, that was the cost of seeing our friend again, so we are now part of the cultists.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, man.
What about deception?
You know what? Are you trying to persuade or trying to deceive?
I'm not trying to do anything. We are.
We're honestly saying the truth at this point. We're not trying to do either.
Well, then I will roll. You don't have to. I will roll a.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 20.
He says, yes, well, everyone has a story. See to it that you keep worshiping the mother.
Oh, she is our mother in strength.
I do hope so. Asbert looks at you guys. Your friend belongs to me now. Do you understand?
Can we buy him?
Any attempt to take him from me will be met with your deaths.
How about if you meet us out in the courtyard one-on-one at midnight? And we'll
He and Ras,
discuss
he and the
trade
other
negotiations.
wizard, they look at each other, one up, one down, and they look back at you.
Right, and I'll see you there.
Be there.
Honestly, traveling with them is just a headache at this point.
Excellent. Well, you guys feel this.
We're lifting off.
We
Can I run out of the room?
we are indeed.
I have motion sickness.
As the you guys feel the castle lurch, and it lifts off.
See you later, Boar.
He doesn't say anything. He just stands there, and he's just like he's not even crossed. His arms aren't even crossed. He just doesn't even. He just.
I missed you.
Oh.
Ooh, hang on. Wait.
I've already run out of the room.
You ran out of the room.
Oh yeah, I need to see this thing lift
Okay,
off.
you don't see anything. As you run into the courtyard, you can't come back to the way you came. You run into the middle of the courtyard. The sun is now just beginning to set, and all you do is you see you're going past the mist, and you're rising through cloud. At the bottom of the mountains here, out of the ravine. You don't even see the ravine. The walls, to you figure by your height and the height of the wall, you figure the walls are all over 40 feet high.
If only I had a way to get up to the top, and I do.
Yep.
I need to see us lifting off.
You jump on your broom.
Yep.
We'll leave.
Describe it.
I just
Describe it.
I want to yank my broom off, out,
Yep.
get on it, and just like shoot up to the top of the wall so I can try to see us lifting off.
As you shoot up to the top of the wall, you can see the bottom of the second level. So there's two levels here, right? There's one lower and then one that goes over.
Oh, I thought we were in an
Archways.
open court.
You are, and
Okay.
you come back through the archway into this open courtyard. I don't have models like Perkins has because they're awesome. Anyway,
Google it.
you come up to the top of
Our
the.
budget's a little tinier.
You come up to the top of the wall and you peer over, and you looking over where you can see down into the guard posts now, and you see the village disappearing below you. You see ogres in the guard towers. You can see what you think is ogres on other guard towers too, on other towers. So you see one tower is kind of crumbly and breaking. You see another tower that is the pure ice blue, and the village is disappearing below you.
Do any of these towers? No, I probably wouldn't even notice the towers. Well, I mean, the little bit that you told me. Does one look more important than the other? Does
They all look like you can see up to them. You're looking down at the guard towers. The walls are 40 feet, but I'm gonna say you've gone up at least 60 to look over the first set of guard towers,
okay?
and they're quite tall. This is kind of I'll just show you the
Yeah, cool.
because you guys. I'll give you the map because it's a lot easier to just leave the map out. So you're right about here, and you're looking down. The village is over here, and you're
So
looking.
I'm in like the upper.
Yeah, you're kind of right here, floating up here, and you can see these towers. And you guys went back to this room right here, and Boar came out of something. Came out.
Oh,
the back
so
of the
that's
room.
like kind of back underneath this.
Yeah,
archway
under this
back there.
archway. These are huge, 100-foot high archways. This is
Okay.
at least another 100 feet up.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well,
So she's gone running out. What are you guys doing?
I believe you're leaving.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
going back to the bar racks.
Okay, you leave. Aspera says, well, your friends have left.
They have.
And the only one standing beside you is Pluto. Pluto's like kind of there. He's like, got your back kind of thing.
Pluto leave.
Yeah, but then you'll be alone.
But then I'll cut off your hands.
I'd like to see you try.
Can I grab Pluto and take him with me?
You went back to the barracks already.
I mean, as soon as I was leaving the door, I'm fairly certain that he would have told him to leave.
Pluto, leave.
Whatever. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yep.
16.
Oh yeah, he says fine. Suit yourself, and he leaves.
Okay.
It's like, hey Nariel, wake up. Anyway, what do you want to do? Is there something I can do for you?
I want to ask your specific thoughts on Talus.
She's a cult fanatic. She worships the mother like all the cultists. She's power hungry. And at the core of who she is, she's a child. She's impetuous. She's all the things that you want to beat a child for. She's a childish little gutter snipe. And all she wants to do is ascend through the ranks and become the Red Dragon Mask wearer. She wants Severin's mask ultimately, but so does Resmir. But Resmir can never have the Red Dragon Mask. It was given to Severin by the mother.
What was her reaction to losing her mask?
She didn't lose it. It was never awarded to her. Severin awarded it to Varum.
She told us she owned it before.
Yeah, well, she'll tell you anything to get her to do what you want. She'll tell you anything to get you to do her bidding. Sorry. She thinks she should have the mask. There's a reason why Severin gave it to Varum. And ever since then, she's wanted nothing more than to have Varum removed and the mask returned to her. She thinks it belongs to her. She believes in her own
Delusion?
delusional, yes, in her own delusions of grandeur. She believes that she is the White. So she continues to call herself the White. She's no more than a dragon claw, like you. Even less than. She's no more than a simple, regular cult fanatic. Although she still, for some reason, holds sway with the mask wearers, even with Resmir.
So is she just Resmir's pawn?
It's a cult. What more can I say? They're power hungry. Each and every one of them will do what it takes. And all we're here to do is help protect it. So I suggest, if you truly are one of her lieutenants, you do best to serve the cult. To cross them is to mean death. The taller one says, the words that my colleague shares with you are wise ones.
Clearly. It's been an honor, gentlemen. I do hope we can create a better friendship than how it started.
Excellent. He puts up his hand.
No.
So, with that,
That's idiot.
where are you going back to the barracks?
Yes.
As you all go out, you do see. Roll me a perception check as you guys like. I'll even roll one for.
16.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
7 plus 8, that's 16.
7 plus 8 is 15.
50. I failed math twice.
Did I need to roll one? I didn't.
No, you
You
didn't.
sound so proud.
What did you roll?
16.
15. You get this. You see something floating above the wall near the towers, like the entrance gates.
Can I shoot it with an arrow?
No.
Sure. Sure you can. You don't know what it is, but you have a funny feeling that it might be Quill.
Well, of course
On
it
her
would be.
Do you have your hat on?
Of course, when does she not have her hat on?
So yeah, she's got her witch's hat on too.
She's kind of cackling it up there. Kick.
Is it a floppy hat or is it a nice pointy one? Is it like
I believe it was a nice pointy hat.
I thought it was like a pointy
It's like-
with a
it's like
a bend.
be-
It's like a
Bewitched.
pink hat, if I recall.
it's pink? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a hat. That
Now,
you
are
could
you?
just change
You're all in
color.
pink, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
I thought her entire hat. I thought the hat, the magical property of it was that it.
There's
could
no
change-
magic.
Like, I thought it could change color.
I thought it
Yeah.
did have the magical property of just it was.
I don't know.
banded
I don't
in.
remember the lore.
I thought it could change color with like the mood.
No,
I don't know.
I thought it was just you could like think like, oh, I want it blue today.
Yeah, I think it did.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Anyway, I'm.
you got your hat on. You notice the hat. The hat is what gives it away. You see her kind of doing her thing about 60 feet up. Because she's definitely above the walls. The walls are definitely pretty tall. At least 40 feet up. Are you guys going back to the barracks?
Quillian, make sure you come back to bed at a reasonable hour.
I don't hear that.
Are you yelling that?
No.
She's quite far away. We'd have to yell. And
Well,
call
you're just, she's
attention.
only, that like, she's like right, the barracks are basically right there too, out in the courtyard. If you guys notice, this is where the barracks are.
Yeah.
She's like right here, looking down outside the
I'm kind of on
But
level.
are the
of
walls
them.
also not 100 feet tall?
No, they're only 40.
walls are 40. This tower, this arch is 100 feet up, and then this is another 40 feet for those walls, I think. I'm not certain
Oh.
exactly.
I wish. So
can't cast wish.
could we like could we just like somehow get her attention? Maybe throw a rock at her.
Well, I
You can call
send
out to
you
her.
a bow.
She's only 60 feet in the air.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, surprisingly, you ever been in a hot air balloon? No, you can speak to people like on the ground, and it almost sounds like they're like right next to you.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Quillian, do come home at a decent hour.
Thumbs up as you guys are passing through the. And this passing through,
Before
like as you
night
were rising,
falls.
it's actually quite, like the initial movement, it's quite smooth. You don't almost feel nothing.
If you bring home a boy, I will cut off his tongue.
Just like, I'm interested in the boy right now.
What?
Unless it's a dragon.
That's what she's thinking of right now. to be honest with you.
So anyway,
This is how half dragons are made.
Pluto's like, well, I'm going to bed.
Good night, you
I'm going back to the barracks.
skid.
Jackass.
Twat.
Quill's kind of curious if the door to the dragon is closed at night.
Actually, it's not. It's all open.
It has to.
So,
Wait, do I
what are you
see
guys
her
doing?
going?
We'll start with you.
Do I see her going?
I haven't gone over
I'm
yet.
gonna start with you. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna go to bed. A
Okay.
mother can't protect her children all the time.
Very good. What are you up to, Nariel?
Just the usual. Prepping spells.
You're going back to the
Going
barracks.
reverie. Yeah.
Okay, go back to the
We
barracks.
didn't even get to use the negative one. Or the...
There's definitely empty beds, as there's probably some guards up doing some patrols.
Still night.
They always patrol in pairs, for sure. The guards in the guard room, they let you know that you'll probably end up on guard duty at some point.
But I thought we weren't supposed to be out at night.
I thought it wasn't completely night yet.
It's not.
Or do we get...
After a certain hour, the guards, they only patrol until darkness falls, and then they come back. And then the ogres take over during the evening. We've had a few disappear.
Ogres or humanoids?
Ogres.
Quill.
So, what are you doing now?
Don't see her anymore because she's invisible.
She goes invisible.
What a...
Invisibrew.
What a...
Where are you going? What are you doing? Well,
There's a dragon that I haven't met yet.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm roughly yay high, which is kind of a beeline to the cave, if I understand that, where the dragon is.
So,
If I'm looking at that right.
if I go back to the dragon's lair real quick. Ba, 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 ba. There is a wide funnel-shaped passage that narrows as it draws closer to the main vault, where the cult of the dragon stores its treasure. This is the
Right there.
one that you guys went through.
I don't think it's through here, is it?
That's the funnel shaped thing. I think this is that, which is this.
Yeah.
You guys actually went down from the lower area.
Yeah, we went down from here, down the spiral staircase, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
which
using
then
this
comes down to
entrance
here.
because this is the one I'm on level with.
That spiral staircase is what number?
Yeah, but I'm not doing the spiral
What number is
staircase.
this?
I don't see numbers.
What number? I can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't have a number.
Yeah, because that spiral staircase is, I will tell you what it is. It's the one I read you guys earlier. And
Can't waste this.
No, you can't.
yeah, it just goes up to the upper
I was going to go to the
courtyard.
barracks, but I'm like, gotta take a chance.
What's the worst? You get attacked as soon as you
I
fly,
will
you
just-
fly out.
No, because this is this. That's where it leads into. It's there. Because
Yeah,
this is in this
Like
back
Quill?
corner here. That's the porch. So the dragon gets out.
I thought it was a funnel.
Yeah, it's outside.
Quill. Quill. The Book of Dragons did say something about white dragons being ill-tempered.
Mm-hmm.
There is one right here. So you can fly up and go
Which
through
is this one then?
This is on the outside as well.
Or regardless, whatever entrance we... Is there a high entrance to this thing?
This is here. This one is this one, right?
I thought this one was this one. See, it says cave tunnel on the upper courtyard, which is up here.
I will say that you flew up and went through that one. Anyway.
Icy Wood is here.
Who?
Hello. I think that's Ivy. From there.
Oh, hello. Anyway,
Anyway, I'm invisible.
you fly in.
I fly in.
I will roll a perception check.
Would it be at
You fly in.
Would it be at disadvantage because he's invisible?
Clinging still to the ceiling. is a large, and it's very, it's still, it's not, it's light in here, but it's not bright. The
I have
ice,
dark vision anyway.
the ice kind of glows a little bit. It's icy, kind of got that icy blue glow to it. And you can make out this white dragon clinging to the ceiling.
Cool. Does it look like it's sleeping?
I need you to roll me a,
Perception?
no,
Investigate.
a wisdom saving throw.
Would I have advantage on not being scared of this because I'm going there for the purpose of actually interacting with it? I have advantage.
You saved on the first one? Just wait a minute.
Oh yeah, 19.
Yeah, so.
Oh, you know what? You're fine, actually. Now that
Good for 24 hours.
You're good for 24 hours. That's right.
Beautiful.
I forgot about that until I just remembered. And then I read it, and then you said it.
So you can't like every turn get scared of it.
No, but it hasn't been 24 hours, so
No.
you fly in.
Yeah. Now when I fly in on this level, am I closer to the?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the ceiling. It's on the ceiling.
Okay.
Do you guys, were you with the group? Was Quillian with the group? No, Torment was. Who was with the group in Frost Realm?
Cool.
Quill. You were with the group in Frost Realm? You seem to remember. Roll me an intelligence check real quick. It's really easy. Just roll it.
13.
Yeah, you seem to remember that a white dragon dropped or blew an ice, did an attack on you guys from
Oh, and we
the ceiling.
ran. And we ran.
From the ceiling.
Is that the one that we at the very end and then?
Do you remember
ran
your
your
master
own-
came?
own
You seem to
white-
remember that. You seem to
Yeah.
remember that there was also a white dragon hanging from a ceiling there too.
Yes. And metagaming, I was disappointed with how I role played that because I would not have run away from the dragon.
Well, you're not running away now.
No, I'm running towards. Okay.
This
Is it a
bluish hued chamber, dimly lit, cold as ice itself, and it chills you to the bones as you slowly cruise near the ceiling where the dragon clutches to its perch.
I feel just like a team that doesn't wear enough like coats when it's cold.
Yeah.
I feel no warm or cold.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
oblivious to it. I actually have winter clothing on.
as you circle around this
Yeah, I'm
dragon.
sorry. And I want to just say out loud, Glacial, you're beautiful.
And there's a rumble in the chamber. And the whole chamber seems to shake and reverberate with this grumble, this deep, reverberating sound.
How old are you?
Comes in and disturbs my rest.
And the eyes open. The neck arches, the head comes back off the ceiling where it has been resting. And the eyes open, and as you fly by, there's an eye that
I'm invisible
opens.
still.
It's as big as your head. Like it's as big,
Yeah.
this eye is as big as you go floating by it.
So it looks like E.T. going in front of the moon.
It kind of. Still no discernment. You feel like it doesn't realize.
Who are you and why have you come?
I drop my invisibility.
Really
Drop
can't.
your invisibility.
You
I
really can't say that.
completely drop
Where?
my invisibility.
You floated by the head.
I'm by the head. I'm completely by the head.
Okay.
I know.
Invisibility comes undropped.
Yeah, but I want to. As I'm dropping it, I want to say something.
Say what you need to say.
Yeah. I've never met a dragon before, and I'm very interested to talk to you about
What's your
Yourself.
AC right now?
what's my AC right now.
Yep.
16.
It turns its head and snaps. This huge maw opening in front of you as you come. And there's, I roll a 14, by the way. What's your AC?
It's still 16.
I'm gonna just look at what my bite attack is. Really hard.
It's
Okay.
a nat 1.
I rolled a 14 and I have a plus 11 to attack.
And it's a nat 1.
And I do 2d10
hurts himself.
plus 6 piercing damage. Plus 1d8 cold damage.
You gonna make it a 3 or nat 1?
Well, I didn't know you were going to attack me, so I...
You've disturbed his
Yeah.
rest, and he's not appreciative of that at all. And he's going to take his first surprise attack
Okay.
as a bite. Did you want to use a pardoned?
No, you can bite.
This maw comes down on you and does 9 plus 6, 15. As a tooth clips you,
That's not 31.
and you feel this cold, piercing, biting cold run through you for another 5 points of damage. And I need you to roll me a dexterity check. Just so you know.
Dex?
Yeah, dexterity check. Just so you know. Just let's look at this. This is the main chamber, right? This is the main chamber. Or this is here. He's up here. That's the distance, falling distance.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Okay, you managed to hold on to your broom and not fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, further fall?
He releases a claw and takes a swing at you.
And he rolls a 3.
And he rolls a 3?
Yeah.
He swings and misses with the first one as that claw reaches back for the ceiling where he is clung to the ceiling. He reaches around with another claw and rolls a 19. Does a 19 hit?
Total 19?
Yeah.
No, I pop shield, so it misses.
It doesn't miss. It hits you directly and bounces off your shield. And you hear this.
I just want to talk
wizard.
to you. I just wanted to talk to you.
Why have you come here?
I want to learn more about you.
Get out before I kill you.
He kind of figures that you might be just some sort of. He's got this. You don't know. He hasn't killed you yet. He's like,
Get out.
and you can roll initiative. I rolled a nat 20.
15.
You rolled a nat or 20?
Yeah, it's right there. I haven't moved it. It's a nat.
Whatever.
You can see.
I don't see it, but I believe you.
He bellows.
Out now.
And that's his action?
Nope. He's about to take another bite. He's gonna. I'm seeing you guys kind of moving around.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Can I? Well,
He's
I
gonna
never
take
did
another
have
bite at you.
I never had a reaction from the first one. Like he had his attack against me. Do I not get an action at all?
Well, that's his surprise round, and then we roll initiative.
Okay.
And I got a nat
Point out
20.
that there is no such thing as a surprise round.
There is in my game. I give you guys surprise rounds all the time.
Fair. Is this surprise condition?
But that's why I was asking you if that was his action because then
I always use
because I
surprise
can't react to anything.
No.
Because he goes first.
Yeah. So he tries to bite you again,
Yeah.
What is another round?
and he rolls a 21.
So this would be another round, so your reactions have reset.
He rolls a 21.
Yeah, he'll hit me regardless.
Okay. He rolls a 6 and a 4 for 10, plus 6 is 16.
Okay.
And then he takes 2, he swipes at you.
No, he'll crit fail now.
He crit fails?
Yeah, he has to crit fail.
Okay, he crit fails, loses purchase from the ceiling, and you see his wings unfurl as he drops, as he kind of glides down to the floor. Now he's on the floor.
Now he's on the floor. Now I will say to him, I just wanted to talk. He didn't have to be such a meanie. And then I will fly out of the room. Or attempt to leave. Now that he's far away from me.
All right. He, as you're leaving, you see him jump back onto the wall and start running up the walls as you fly out. You kind of fly out the back side of this place, and you see you can climb around and you hear this roar, this bellow. Where are you going?
I assumed I would just leave.
Do we hear the roar?
Roll a perception check in the barracks.
12.
19.
You seem to think you hear something of a roar. Some sort of something going on.
If I look at this diagram, the
I'm
way
gonna let you leave.
the way I entered was the way I would leave, because that's the same
Okay.
level, and he can't get through there.
Okay, that's fair. Absolutely. He's running up the wall. You
Yeah,
hear
I'm shooting through the. Like, I wasn't that far out of the.
Yeah.
Out, so.
You shoot out, and
I would take my action as a 50
Oh, yeah.
movement, and then I would dash. And
yeah, that's fine. You're out.
Yeah.
You can hear the roar from behind. You know that perhaps this dragon is not one to be messed with.
No, I'm just like, first dragon encounter. Live to tell about it.
Just. I
She's
did. I
actually
couldn't believe. I couldn't believe I rolled a nat 20 on the initiative. Just like, oh my gosh,
You would think
Quill
that-
is so dead.
You would think that she's upset, but she's actually pretty.
It's a
she's
pretty good deal that you rolled a 3 and a 1.
That's the only reason I went and did this.
That was his contingency plan.
Yeah, that was the only
Contingency?
contingency. That's the only reason I went in there, is because I had a
English
3 and a 1 in my
language
pocket.
That's right. So
Okay, I'm
you
just
fly
going
back to the barracks.
fly back to the barracks,
All right.
and then I'm gonna go in there. I met the dragon.
You fool.
Everybody stops. And
Wait.
goes, you did what? Like that look, like the female dragon wing, she looks, you did what?
I talked to Glaziel.
Are you a fool? Everybody's like, you are a fool. Oh, by the way, you've got a pretty good gash
Yeah,
on you. You're bleeding.
battle scar. I'm just like, it was cool.
Poodle's like,
Really interesting dragon.
what? Poodle kind of, he's like laying in his bed. What's going on, man?
Quill,
Kind of tired now. I might have to go to bed.
you're officially not allowed to leave my sight or the presence of anybody. You must have a legal guardian present at all times.
I'm gonna cure wounds.
Glaziel warming up to me. I can feel it.
You're an idiot.
So that's 20.
Why would you enter the dragon's lair?
It's dragon. Why wouldn't I?
She's a fit.
I've never
You
seen
for
one before.
28.
She's a fit.
28.
Yeah.
We are allowed to be in the dragon's
Thank you.
presence only if we're delivering goods
And I
to
heal
the
for
chamber.
6.
She's a fanatic. She's.
I do
I've
commend
never
you for
seen
your.
a dragon.
I do commend you for being loyal
Stupid.
to dragons, but that is crazy.
Quill, I
It
don't.
was
And one
so
guy
wor- it
pipes
was
up
so
and
worth
says,
it.
"Well, if he'd given himself to Glaziel, then all would have been well.
It was worth it.
The sacrifice would be worth it." Why would the sacrifice be worth it? We don't have to give our lives to them. We just have to serve them. We don't have to be their meal. Not a big deal.
You're a foolish little gnome. That dragon would have swallowed you in one
Who's
bite.
saying this to me?
The female dragon.
Yeah.
Less than one bite.
Exactly.
Nah, he could have got me if he wanted to. He was just playing with me.
Goodness, exactly. He was just playing with this food.
Exactly.
No, we have a connection.
Yeah. To death. The sun's going down. We need to get a rest.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I
I don't know if I don't know if I'll be able to sleep.
We'll
It's
be
pretty excited.
arrested.
We'll have some in the morning. One of the guys pipes up and says, "You guys will get your as soon as we can. We'll get you guys your colors, so to speak, your regalia."
I thought we were wearing diamonds.
No, not yet.
Okay,
Should go by.
I guess we'll have a long rest. So
These guys are in full regalia. So
So regalia me of your tales.
There you go. Well, we've seen a lot, and we've taken a lot of treasure from different places. This last load came from Greenest, way down in the south.
Do they have the greenest peasants?
Well, yeah, we took it all. We raided many different villages down in the south.
I thought they had a undead.
That's where Resmir came from. Unfortunately, she lost some eggs that we were guarding. So,
Whoops. How do you lose dragon eggs?
well, she was a little bit upset about that. Anyway, we're going to the Well of Dragons.
Wait, how do you lose dragon eggs and not get in trouble with...
Blagothus is the cloud giant that owns this castle. He is Resmir and he have struck a deal. The castle runs on the spirit of his dead wife.
Wow. That's one way to run a castle. Just sacrifice your wife to it, I guess.
Well, she died, and her spirit took over the castle. It's actually how it runs. There's a piloting place, a place to pilot the castle from.
Dark.
I don't know. Has anybody told you not to go out at night?
Oh, everybody.
Oh, okay. This is a new guy talking to you. We'll call him Jim. Jim's telling you all about the castle, the different places in the castle. Resmir has her own rooms. He's like, have you been to the Red Wizard's chamber?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're helping us.
Helping, yep.
They're helping us. The tall guy, Wrath. It's Wrath Modar. He's like, and the small one's Asper Jaws. Well, they're gonna cast spells at the well to help raise the queen and your friend. You guys have a friend here or something?
Do they do pit fighting here? Like on the castle?
Well, the one wizard has a I don't know, some outlander looking dude. I think somebody said he's your friend. I heard a rumor.
Don't
Is that
bore us
true?
with the details.
Anyway, the little one enlarges him to fight in all sorts of contests.
Against giants?
Against ogres, he's fought Ettins. Yeah, he fights all sorts of things.
I would love to see one of these fights.
Me too.
I would pay for it.
He comes out quite scarred and beat up, but they usually take him to a cleric of some kind and have him healed. And
Like,
he doesn't win all the time. He's lost once. They had him healed.
undeadified.
Yeah, I think somebody cast like Revivify on him or something. But he shows promise. He's actually fought one of the ogres and won.
With weapon or without?
With.
Okay.
Always with a weapon. He fought an ogre by himself and he killed the ogre.
I would honestly pay to see one of these fights.
I'd love to see if it.
And you guys hear the door. You hear somebody. You see somebody go over to the door. They lock it. You hear this click. The key locks, and then they draw a. They push a thing, like a bar across the door. There, that'll keep her out. And he walks away.
What exactly are we keeping out?
Don't go outside at night. Jim
That was
says.
morning.
It's night.
It's nighttime.
You guys worked all day.
Yeah. Worked all day, sleep all night.
Oh,
work
it's
all
night
day.
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
It's rest time.
What's
He
out
says
there?
you don't want to go out there.
I want to know what's out there though.
Well, I think Quill can tell you.
Jack Hall, considering she's now asleep and bleeding profusely, or was bleeding
No, I'm
profusely.
healed.
Yes, that's why I said was.
You don't want to. You don't want to interrupt Sendizel when she's out and about. Okay?
Okay. Don't know what a San Diesel is.
She is an elf.
I think they mean Sand Devil.
Yes, she is a devil. And you don't want nothing to do with her.
She's an elf?
Yes.
Drow.
No.
No?
Not a drow.
Worse?
More like you at one point.
At one point.
But she's like a devil now.
Vampire?
We thought. Perhaps?
Werewolf?
Not sure.
Werebear.
Either or. I don't know. But ogres have gone missing.
Were-drow? Is that a thing?
So
No, it's a full moon.
you
I'm
don't
turning
you don't want
into
to
a drow.
you don't want to mess with her. She creeps about.
We're terrible clones.
I just like to think we're terrible people. Full stop.
So does anybody want to join in a hymn to the queen? This is the lady.
Already sleeping.
Do you have books? Hymn books? Hymn pamphlets? We're new at this.
Well, let us sing. And they're like, yeah, they're all hail to the queen of,
It sounds like chanting.
Yeah,
It
it's-
is devilish.
It is. It's really creepy. as fudge.
No,
No, not like that. No, it's like, do you remember I'd like to buy a world of Coke? You remember that commercial? It's kind of like that, but it's all hail to the queen of
So it's not like
dragons. She'll keep you company. That's the song we sing. I'd like to buy the world a Tiamat and keep it company. She's got 9 heads and eat you till you're dead. She'll keep you company. That's the
She's
song
got
we
5 heads.
sing. You know, yeah. Well, 5 heads. That's what you hear. 5
Kind of
heads.
happy I'm sleeping.
that's a.
It's
I
creepy
said I
as
can't
fudge.
I'm gonna point that out to the song. She only has 5 heads.
Yeah. They're pretty exuberant.
They stretch the truth just a little bit.
They stretch it.
I mean, I don't really think a dragon with 5 heads is stretching, but you know.
All hail Tiamat! And everybody's like, yay! Hey, look what the little one showed me. Try it. And she's like giving everybody these, because this is the sign, right? You could say this and like, you know, what's the thing again? She goes, what's the Tiamat?
Strength?
Our mother in strength?
Yeah.
Tiamat, our mother in strength. Tiamat, our mother in strength. Oh, you're asleep.
Just slaps her face. Hey Matt, I'm mother. Oh, asleep.
So anyway, she's like all excited. Carol, go to bed. Jim says, Carol, go to bed.
Is she normally?
Shut up, Jim. Just be.
Is she normally this exuberant?
Oh, she loves Tiamat. She loves the cult. She's all about it. She gets up in the morning. She eats, sleeps, and poops cult. She's like all about it. She's like,
Sleeps and poops.
she led this. She's like, I like to see the world of Tiamat, keep it company. That's the song I sing. I'd like to see the world with Tiamat and all 5 of her heads. Do do do
All
do.
5 of the things.
I'd like to see the world with Tiamat burning comfortably. That's the song. And she's like off to bed, singing her song.
I'd like to bring Carol onto our adventures.
All hail Tiamat. Tiamat, our mother in strength.
She would actually.
Tiamat, our mother in strength. Thanks, Brad. You're the best.
It's kind of like
Joan,
my,
Tiamat,
Dragonborn
mother
from
brain.
the One-off.
Yay.
My Bahamut Dragonborn from the One-off, who was like super.
Anyway, she goes off to her bunk.
pamphlets.
Night falls. You can feel the. You don't feel the castle moving, but you know it is.
There's a brisk wind.
So, what would you guys like to do?
What time is it?
With 8 minutes left, what would you like to do?
I kind of have to sleep it off.
I kind of just want to talk and joke right now.
So you're staying up?
No, I'm going to sleep, but like out of game, I just want to talk and joke.
Oh yeah, I know. So, with that, then we'll kind of call it a game.
I think we should say goodbye to the people though.
Yeah,
Bye-
goodbye
bye,
everyone.
people. Bye.
Hey, have a good day. We'll talk to you again. Bye.